Hey folks, it's DIECAST here again, and welcome back to the FlatOut 2 Career Mode. Well, we just completed the race class. We won the race class finals. Yes, so we have 2 finals cups in our hand, and yes, we are looking for the street finals. But to get there, we got to get a race car. Just kidding, a street car. We're moving up, folks. This is the final class in the game. It is the street class. And boy, is the price is expensive. $35,000 for entry-level chili pepper. Basically, what we're going to be looking for is the highest top speed. It looks like the Sparrowhawk might be... Let's see, this one has much... See, the Scorpion has... Okay, that has better acceleration, but this has much better handling. Handling... I'm going to go with the Sparrowhawks. I feel like I can rely... I don't know. Handling's terrible, though. Do we go with the handling, or do we go with the Scorpion? Scorpion looks nice, man. It looks clean. I don't know. What we do, guys? Do we go with the Scorpion, or are we going to go with the Sparrowhawk? I don't know, because... the car, this one, I'd probably want to get... It's probably maybe the Speed Shifter. I mean, the car I really want to get is the Road King, because that thing's just, man, that thing's sweet. They're both rear-wheel drive. This has much more weight, which means it's going to be slower. We'll go to Sparrowhawk, which has worse handling. You know, we're going to go with the Sparrowhawk, guys. I know I like the muscle car, but hey, we got to do something. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Kind of like... It's almost like an egg yolk yellow, but we're going to go with it anyways because it's something different. We'll just give this one a spin and see how it goes. So we got our first street class car. Let's go to the upgrade shop and deck this thing out as best as we can. The parts are going to be gargantuan. So the first thing we're going to get a nitro kit. We need turbo, modified tuning kit, fuel. I mean, we're just gonna just do everything on this car. Yeah, port polish. I mean, I'm just gonna max this thing out as best as I can. Next department we're gonna work on is suspension. Make sure we get this taken care of. Let's see, pro suspension. That's what I want. Racing steering, and then we'll get any bars. There we go. Any bars are in. Of course, gotta get some tire compound. We're gonna go with pro tires, and that helps with handling. So we'll go with the brake. So that puts the handling to a 5.4, which is not bad. Body wise, can we get any more handling out of this department? Nah. Let's see, we could do weight reduction. That makes the car faster. We'll do that. We'll get the weight reduction. Let's go to the gearbox, actually, and see what we can do over here. Let's get the racing gearbox and get the clutch and flywheel installed. Exhaust, this should be some cheap upgrades. Let's see. Pro exhaust, I want that. Racing manifold. Okay, there we go. Got that installed. So we maxed out the tire and brakes department. That's maxed out. Engine department. It's maxed out. Gearbox is maxed out. Exhaust is maxed out. Suspension, I believe, is maxed out. Yeah. So the only department we can really work with is the body department. And we already reduced the weight. Everything else we add to this is just going to make the car slower. So essentially, this is a maxed out Sparrowhawk. This car is going to be very weak and very fast. But guess what? That's what makes it fun, guys. That's what makes it fun. So... let's go ahead and jump to our first street race, Street Challenge Cup. First place, $3,900. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. These cars are fast, man. These cars are fast. They're weak. It's going to get fun, and it's going to get crazy. Like, very crazy. Here we go. Oh, boy. If we crash out, it's not going to be fun, but it's going to be fun at the same time. Oh god, this thing's so much faster, holy cow. This thing is maxed out. Oh boy, yep. We already got a dent in it, yep. Holy cow, this Benton have a really cool looking car. Got the Skyline going on there, man. With the Honda, I don't know. It kind of looks like an in-between a Skyline and a Honda. It's not a Skyline because it's not as boxy as one. It's not really square. I don't know. Whoa, my lord. Jesus Christ. They are just beating and banging, but my main concern right now is to learn the limits of the race car. Oh, yep, there's a... Yep. I'm trying to learn the limits of this race car to know exactly how far I can push this rear engine European-looking car. This is certainly not as fast as I want it to be, but I can't do anything about it. So we're up to third place. It's only a 3-race cup, too, so we don't have much time to fool around. Man, this thing is fast, dude. 130, 140. Holy cow. This thing is hauling the mail, and we're getting beat by a truck. I just pit maneuvered. Almost pit maneuvered. She's gonna go through the oil slick. Sophia Martinez is in a truck? What? Oh, ain't that different. So what the heck is Malcolm driving? I think Malcolm's driving the old truck. And I think actually Sally Taylor's in the Mustang, I think. That's different. So the chick that usually is just like always wrecking her car is actually in a big old truck. That's interesting. Uh-oh. Well, we just spun out there. So we're up to 4th, now 3rd. I mean, we can still win this race. It's a 4-lap event. We have to learn the limits of this car, man. It reminds me so much of the Daytona. It's fast, but it's just kind of that... Just it's so fast, but not enough handling. Really got to make up some time. They're going to take the left side. We're going to take the right side here. Hopefully pit maneuver him into the wall. See if we can try to come out ahead of him. Not going to happen. Be close. Take her out. Our truck's been fast all day, but Walker's going to be out front, so we can try to undercut the oil slick. Did so, but we got loose on exit and weren't able to capitalize. Here comes Benton trying to wreck. Go ahead and move him off the racetrack. Bolton's got a really fast import, I'll tell you that. Reminds me of the Sultan RS from GTA 5 online. Just saying. Reminds me of the Sultan RS, the Benny's import one. That's what it reminds me of. Really cool looking car. It's just like I don't know, just like a little street roadster. Like straight up like it reminds me of an IMSA car. That's what it reminds me of. Just like a little street roadster. Oh, there goes our super fast truck. Which makes no sense. Uh-oh, we almost fell for that one. And we'll lead lap 3. Here is the final lap, lap 4. The handling, I can definitely feel how loose this car is with the speed in this thing was definitely a smart decision. Definitely a smart decision to choose the power over the handling, in my opinion. For this style track, it's not so bad on handling, but like on a dirt track, something that's very abrasive and not exactly the smoothest, circuit, that's going to be tough. This racetrack, however, is very good for speed. This is what you want. You want horsepower, you want acceleration, but you want a little bit of handling, but not too much. Too much, I mean, yeah, it won't hurt, but you don't need it. I don't know what that explosion was. Looks like we might be able to get our first win and our first start in the Sparrowhawk. We can just pull this off as we spin out. Here comes Benton. He's gonna bump us. He's gonna go to the left side. We get to the debris clean. Take the victory in our first start. First street race. A W. I mean, we totally didn't spend 100 grand on this thing, but hey, we won the first race. I'll take it. Now all we gotta do is just try to repeat, and we should be okay. If you win 2 out of 3 races, you pretty much got the championship almost locked up, honestly. And yeah, we got best record with 1,000 credits for that. Yeah, we got a 2-point lead over Benton. Let's go to City Central 2. This should be fun. I do like it how the drivers have a little bit of an alternate style vehicles. How Sally trades in her El Camino for a Mustang, and how Sophia trades in her little Honda Civic for, what is it, a Ford? I think it's a Ford SVT, I think, truck. Not sure on that, but that's what it looks like. And oh my god! That's not how you start a 3-lap race here in the city. Katie Jackson actually kind of downgrades, in my opinion, to a little Honda. Or not really a Honda, but it's like a little, what do they call it? What do they call it? It's like a Renault. One of those like small little compact cars you see like on the Gran Turismo, Need for Speed games. It's like one of those little things. If we are going to lose a wheel in this race, probably. We've had probably more damage in this race than we did the entire last race. I don't know why the AI takes the outside line. It's so much slower. It's so much slower. You get through that shortcut clean, you get a huge run. But it is multi-groove. So it does add for some options depending how your car handles. I mean, either way though, you should be always taking the shortest route, because raw speed is going to just beat out any handling. And how did we just fly out of that? Let's just crash into a Ford Taurus and let's just fly out. That's cool. That's cool. Lap 3 underway. New lap record as well. Martinez getting closer with her little truck. We're about to run me over in this little corner. Yep. This is pretty much like a suicide street race. That's what it kind of seems like. Because they're racing like cars you would see street racing. You know, car culture style vehicles. Oof. Rip Sally Taylor. Try to slow down and let Martinez go around. Try to spin around maybe. Or maybe not. See if she takes the outside. Okay, she's taking the outside. Alright, we gotta floor it. Hopefully this shortcut prevails. See, her corner has the wider kind of arc. But it's just, this corner's so much shorter, man. I mean, you can just easily outbeat them. Boom, we already won the race. And finally she comes around. Crazy. Well, we won 2 straight races in the Sparrowhawk, so I think this might have been a good decision, but it's only going to get worse as we progress through the race class, or street class now. Because each tier of events, there's 3 sets. The second set's going to be much harder than the first set, and the third set's much harder than the second set. And what I mean by that is, like, when you go to one, like, you click on the race class menu, you have, like, 3 race cups, and then you switch over to the next page, and you have 4 race cups, and the next one's, like, 5. Each one of those are sets, and each one has a more difficult challenge waiting for you. So that's why it's so important to upgrade your car. It's not like a one-size-fits-all. That's why they reward you with a new set of cars each time you complete a set, because you're going to need that to conquer the next one. So it's really good. I like how they do that. They're not, they're not giving it to you. but you actually gotta, they actually help you out a little bit. They help you out and earn it. They give you the equipment, you just gotta go out there and earn it. But it's not a given, because if you do poorly, then you can have enough money to get the vehicle, much less upgrade it to make it competitive. Oh boy. Oh boy. Huge run right there. Huge run. Holy cow, man. I mean, just a gargantuan run right there. That was a mistake. That was totally a mistake, because I think we got a lot of damage on the car, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It'll buff out, It's just a little bit of some armor all, and maybe, I don't know, some Don's dish soap will be alright. WD-40, some duct tape, something. Let me get this car turning back good again. And while Jason Walker's out front, we're going to try and take the under tunnel. Oh, he wrecked. Made contact with Martinez. Oh boy. Gotta watch out for those big old boulder things like that. Not boulders, but more or less like water tanks. Like oversized water heaters, something like that. And telephone line. Gotta love it. Forgot that was the scoreboard. I could really use that more often, the scoreboard, as we lost all our downforce since we just lost our spoiler. I could really use that scoreboard. Kind of help me in the point situation, but I think we got this one locked up. As long as we don't finish outside the top 5, we should be pretty well good. I mean, we have a 4-point lead at least. New lap record. Lap 3 out of 4. Can we get the clean sweep? Can we win each race in our first Street Class Cup? That would be impressive, I think. This car, it's not as bad as the other ones. Like in the race class, you race on a lot of dirt tracks, so you really need a lot of handling. But I remember when we first started off in that class, the car we had was terrible. It didn't have the speed. It was very poor on handling, so it would spin out. But either it's my driving style, how I don't just slam the throttle, I kind of feather it like I would on the dirt games, or just flat out, maybe this is just a better starter car than the last one. It's like I'm not flooring the throttle so much that I'm taking a huge risk, because if you turn while you have the throttle down, you risk spinning out. As we just passed lap 3, now we're on lap 4, final lap here. Got a whole lot of nitro, man. Good thing we got that nitro upgrade. It's expensive $7,000, but man, does it come in handy. Slow the car down, reset. Grip. I felt like doing that. Whoa, Nelly. Okay. We'll bump draft Walker here. Looks like his car might be a little bit faster. I don't know. At least through the bumps. Put him the wall. But we're going to need a little extra speed. Malcolm is out. I think Kenny Jackson's out as well. Going through the final stretch of this race. Just need some clean air and a little bit of nitro. There we go. Land the car. Point it. There we go. Clean sweep. First 3 races, all 3 wins. I'd say that's pretty good. I would say that is pretty good. But I do notice, though, how I think the races are a little bit longer, I think, in the street class, though. I think they have an extra lap to kind of compensate for the horsepower. But look at that. Perfect, clean sweep. 3 wins. Awesome. 3,900 credits, and we unlock the Ring of Fire event. We'll tackle that in another episode, and for that, that's the end of this episode. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up and to subscribe to DIECAST Buffet. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you're having a great one out there. And DIECAST Buffet signing off.